Michigan is typically a more employer-favored state, meaning any kind of employment issue, whether it's a wrongful termination or harassment or any of those kinds of issues in the past, has always been more favored, and the employer has always been more favored. So it's no surprise that this legislation is trying to be, moved forward, protecting the employer from liability if perhaps an employee contracts COVID, or somehow a client coming through the doors does as well. But the issue, though, is a little bit broader scope, and that's going back to the science behind COVID and the transmissibility of it. And we've heard from day one of this pandemic to now, the CDC changing its course so many different times, as well as, the thought of how, this can be, transmitted versus now, in the beginning it was, it can stay on the countertops for 20 minutes or longer. Now it's hardly, transmissible that way, but we're all required to wear masks. So I understand that if an employer is not maintaining the, adequate protocols in place for not only its customers coming in, but the employees themselves, that there could be some liability there. But again, to prove that that employee was, caught COVID while working there may be very difficult, because it is easily transmissible, through so many different arenas. And so anyone can file a lawsuit for anything. It's whether or not it will stick. That's the question.